let's get into it. So real quick, the first overreaction, I already hit it. Christian McCaffrey is a better offensive weapon than Deebo Samuel. Seen this a few times. It popped up as a response to my question today as well. Knew it was going to happen, and it's easy to understand why somebody might say that. That performance yesterday, McCaffrey was an all-timer. Only 4 players in the history in the NFL since 1970 have been able to do what McCaffrey pulled off yesterday in Los Angeles with a touchdown, throwing, passing, receiving. LaDainian Tomlinson, who is in the Hall of Fame, he was the last one to pull that off. He did that in 2005. As good as McCaffrey was, and as good as he is, don't forget what we saw from Deebo Samuel less than a year ago in that same stadium. Week 18 of 2021, Samuel went down there, threw a touchdown pass to Juwan Jennings, ran for one as well. Didn't get the touchdown reception, though. We can blame Jimmy Garoppolo for that one. But he had a heck of a game, and he's had a heck of a career against the Rams as well, has Deebo Samuel. You look at the numbers from the two in the last 2 times the 49ers have played down at SoFi, and between Deebo Samuel and Christian McCaffrey, the numbers rushing and receiving are nearly identical. I think there's 10 yards separates the two. So just really good stuff from both of them. You look at these two guys, and I will say this. If you want to talk about where McCaffrey is better than Deebo Samuel, the answer to that is McCaffrey is better as a running back than Deebo Samuel. Makes sense, right? That's why he's a running back. Deebo Samuel is a wide receiver. McCaffrey just has better vision, and I think that's part of it. He has it all. He's got the vision. He's got the strength. He's got the patience to be able to wait for the hole, and then he has that speed to be able to hit it when it's there. McCaffrey's everything that the 49ers have been missing out of the backfield really since, I would say, since 2019. When Raheem Mostert was at his best and when Matt Breida was at his best. That's where the 49ers are now with Christian McCaffrey. They actually have a guy who can give them everything those guys do. Maybe not quite as fast, but he's pretty quick. And he's a heck of a player. And now with McCaffrey on the field, or in the fold, his presence should allow Deebo Samuel to get back to more of what we saw in 2019, right? The receiver who makes the plays down the field, does a good job on screen passes when those come his way, and every once in a while is going to get an end around on a jet sweep or those types of things. That's where Deebo Samuel, I think we're going to see him headed back that direction. Well, McCaffrey is going to keep doing what we saw yesterday. He's going to be a playmaker out of the backfield and in the passing game, and he's going to run the ball between the tackles really well as well. That's the thing with McCaffrey is you look at him and he's not a big guy. Doesn't have the size that you would think of needing to be able to be a in between the tackle runner on down and down out basis. But McCaffrey's shown the ability to do that. He did it a lot at Stanford. He did it early on in his career at Carolina. He got banged up the last couple of years, but right now things are looking really good. And the 49ers are going to need both of these guys to be healthy if they're going to make a run to the Super Bowl. They're going to need Christian McCaffrey's running ability to offset the receiving, the passing side. And these two guys together combined, the combination of McCaffrey and Deebo Samuel, you add them in with Brandon Ayuk and Jeff Wilson Jr. and George Kittle and really all the playmakers that are around on the offense right now, they have the making of a really solid running back room and a really solid group all around on offense. We saw that play out yesterday. Throughout the game, really, the offense didn't struggle to move the ball all that much. They went up and down the field on the Rams for the most part. Even the first drive when they didn't score and they had to punt it away, they moved the ball on that one. So they were never really just shut down. So that was a positive there. And Kim, I agree with you. NFL defensive coordinators figured Deebo out as a running back, and that's right. They figured out that when Deebo Samuel's in the backfield, they could pretty much know where the ball was going, and if the ball didn't go there, they could live with the results. They pretty much knew it was going to be an outside run the majority of the time when Deebo was in there. And if he tried to run that thing up inside, they felt like they could, make it work, and they'd live with the results there. So really solid though for Christian McCaffrey. Really good start. But in terms of the stuff with Deebo Samuel, let's leave that for another day, because Deebo Samuel's got the contract. He's going to be here for a while. I don't think we'll see him move tomorrow for the trade deadline. It's going to be Christian McCaffrey, Deebo Samuel, Brandon Ayuk, and the rest of the group out there as playmakers